Hi, I'm Laura. I'm the CEO of VMV Hypoallergenics. We're here to save the world's skin with the safest, most proven effective care on the planet. And today I will be giving you the skinny on how to apply skincare in the correct order, or at least a rational way to apply skincare so that you get the most benefits from every product in your regimen. Before I get started, a quick reminder to please follow us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, check out our blog, vmvinskin.com, because there's a lot of helpful stuff, including an article about this very topic. And if you would like to shop our products, all validated, hypoallergenic, and clinically studied, and most with monolaurin and our organic, first cold-pressed, clinically published virgin coconut oil, you can do so internationally at vmvhypoallergenics.com and in the Philippines at vmvhypoallergenics.ph. We will get questions like, what do I apply first? Is it the moisturizer, then the oil, then the sunscreen? And that is what I will be getting into today. Basic general rule is it is cleanse, tone, moisturize, and protect. And the reason is really function. So when you cleanse, you remove, gunk and pore cloggers and the dirt of the day. And a toner will remove the deeper seated grime. Also, it is a liquid, usually not an emollient, so it will get to certain parts of the skin better than a lipid, which would tend to sort of sit more on top. So then a moisturizer locks in water, it's hydrophobic usually, and helps keep the barrier layer strong. And then the sunscreen is the last thing to go to protect you from sun and light. So for example, in a super skincare regimen, which is really simple, you would start with the cleanser, right, for your skin type, and then your toner. The super skin toners are really great because they're very multitasking, so there isn't a lot to think of. And then a moisturizer, and then your sunscreen. But that is the most basic thing. It would be cleanse, tone, moisturize, and sunscreen. If you use more than one of a certain kind of product, it would sort of be in the same vein. So you would have, for example, a cleanser, a cream cleanser, or a scrub, and then toner 1, and then toner 2 if you use 2, and then a cream, like a treatment cream, basically moisturizer, right? So it's the same form, humectant lipids. So it would be either moisturizer or a moisturizer with an active number 1, number 2, and then it would be your sunscreen. That's sort of the most basic order, the correct sequence: cleanse, tone, moisturize, and protect. Most of our basic regimens are that, right? So cleanse, tone, moisturize, protect. If you wanted to add target treatments, so for example, if you wanted to add id monolaurin gel, which is great for mattifying the skin, and also for various types of acne on the face, but also the chest, the back, the arms, the butt, the thighs, you would do this right before the sunscreen. So again, cleanse, tone, moisturize, id monolaurin gel, and then your sunscreen. If your regimen has salicylic acid, same thing. So it'd be cleanse, tone, moisturize, protect. But if you were combining salicylic acid with other products in a regimen, your salicylic acid goes first. The reason is that salicylic acid is oil soluble, so it helps the other actives penetrate the oilier areas of the skin, like the inner areas of the pores, better than they would otherwise. So let's say I wanted to combine salicylic acid with illuminance, which is our line for hyperpigmentation. And this is a great combination for dark spots that are post-acne scars, or if you happen to get acne, you also get melasma and hyperpigmentation. So you would do your cleanser, and then you would, if you wanted to use 2 toners, id toner first is what you would apply first because of the salicylic acid, and then that would be followed by the illuminance toner, because the salicylic acid would help the brightening actives in a luminance toner penetrate better in areas that it otherwise wouldn't. So if you were using salicylic acid in a regimen with other actives, you would start with the salicylic acid first. The same would apply if you were using id lotion and illuminance lotion, or illuminance cream rather. It would be the salicylic acid first, followed by the other treatment cream. What about oil? So a lot of people love adding our Know-It oil, which is our clinically published. You can actually see an abstract from one of the clinical studies published on it. So a lot of people like adding virgin coconut oil, as they should, to their regimen because it is awesome as a moisturizer. Its fatty acids are native to skin. It's hydrophobic. It provides barrier repair, which is phenomenal. The age of COVID, it also provides antimicrobial protection. When to apply the oil in your regimen. So in general, the oil is the last step in your regimen before sunscreen. So during the day, it would be all of your other products first, and then the oil, and then your sunscreen. And if it were right before bed and you're not reapplying sunscreen, it would be the very last product that you apply. The reason is, if you were to apply it first, before other products with actives, it would be harder for the other products' actives to penetrate through the oil, because it does form a bit of a barrier. It's a little occlusive. It would be harder for the actives to penetrate through the oil to get to your skin to give you the benefits of those actives. And the importance of a sun and light screen cannot be overstated. Our Armadas will give you anyway some antioxidant and moisturizing goodness, but importantly, they protect both outdoors and indoors and are really, really important to use every day, especially when you're using active ingredients. Most actives, or a lot of them, tend to make you photosensitive. So it is really important to use a sun and light screen every day. So again, in a nutshell, your sequencing of skincare is cleanse, tone, moisturize, sunscreen. If you are adding more products, it would follow the same basic form. So it would be cleanse, then your liquid, then your cream, then your sunscreen, right? So if you were using multiple products, it would be cleanse, toner 1, toner 2, then cream 1, then cream 2, then a sunscreen. And if you were using id monolaurin gel, it would be cleanse, toner 1, toner 2, cream 1, cream 2, id monolaurin gel, and then the sunscreen. And if you were applying virgin coconut oil, it would be the very last product in your regimen before your sunscreen. And if you're not using sunscreen because it's right before bed, it would just be the very last product in your regimen. And then after all that can come your makeup. If you would like to learn more about our combined regimens, like I shared one earlier, which had both id with salicylic acid and monolaurin and the Illuminance line to deal with dark spots, especially post-acne dark spots, then please go to vmvinskin.com. We have a great article on there with our most popular combined regimens. You can mix id with Super Skin, id with Illuminance, etc., etc. And this article shows you how to do it very, very carefully. A quick note, please do not think that more is more. Sometimes it's a great idea to add target treatments to your regimen so you can get benefits from different active ingredients, but it's not always the case, and you have to do it very, very slowly. In any of our videos, like for the Re-Everything line, I go through how slowly you need to go when starting applications of active ingredients. A good guide is start with once a week applications, then move up slowly, observe your skin, make sure there's no irritation, move up to twice a week applications, then 3 times a week, etc., etc., until you get to about once or twice a day applications, which shouldn't be earlier than about week 8 from when you started. And then you would repeat the same thing for every new active that you added, right? So make sure to go slow when combining, but otherwise, yeah, that is how you apply. That is the sequence of applying your skincare. As a quick reminder, VMV Hypoallergenics makes the safest, most proven effective care on the planet. And how we do that is by allergen omission And we have a great grading system, which is the VH rating system that shows you how many allergens are not included in a formulation, and if there is one, which one it is, because it is highly unlikely that you would patch test for all top contact allergens. So if you see, and that's nice about the VH rating, is it puts sort of the power in your hands instantly so you can see what's in it. If it were, say, VH 108 instead of VH 109, the allergen that was included would be underlined with an asterisk in the ingredients list so you can see it immediately. And then you can know if you can use the product or not. We can also help customize recommendations for you based on your patch test results and even possible cross-reactants at vmvhypoallergenics.com. And then in terms of proven efficacy, we publish our clinical studies. Thanks to my mother, who's our founding dermatopathologist, we have about 75 plus, and she has a few hundred. So we take safety and efficacy very, very seriously. If you would like to learn more about us, just follow us on social media. Go to vmvinskin.com, which is our blog, and shop us at vmvhypoallergenics.com internationally, or in the Philippines at vmvhypoallergenics.ph. I hope that was helpful. Please share it. Please like it. Please make comments and ask us questions. And I will see you next time. Have a skintastic day.